Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are fine and healthy at your homes. Today, we will study chapter number 33 from your book Grammar Wheel, and chapter name is Composition. We will study this chapter because this chapter will be added in your first term. After the first term, we will continue our remaining chapters. We will study our remaining chapters. In this chapter, we will study about writing a story, composing a poem, writing a leave application, and writing a diary entry. Okay, tell me on which element a story can be based. On which element a story can be based. A story can be based on title, storyline, plot, characters, setting and dialogue, and at last conclusion. So the story based on these things. What is a poem? A poem is a piece of writing. A poem is a piece of writing that express an idea. Piece of writing that express an idea. Okay, tell me what is the difference between a story and a poem? A story describes a series of events through sentences and paragraphs. A story describes a series of events through sentences and paragraphs. But a poem usually conveys an idea through lines and stanzas. But a poem usually conveys the ideas through lines and stanzas. So this is the difference between a poem and a story. For whose person leave application is written? Leave application is written to your class teacher and to the principal. On which things a diary entry is written? Diary entry is written on personal basis. In a diary entry, a collection of records has been written. So it is based on personal diary, on personal habits, personal things. So these are four things we will study in this chapter. So to more understand, let's read this chapter. Okay, children, this is your chapter 33, composition. First of all, we talk about writing a story. All of us like to read or listen to stories. Writing a story is equally exciting. It is important to know how to write one. Your story can be based on a real life person or event, or it could be an imaginary tale. There are few elements that every story must have. Number 1, title. A story must have a title. Second, storyline or plot. There must be a storyline or a plot to keep your readers engaged. The events in the story should be well connected to maintain a smooth flow from its beginning till the end. Next is characters. Characters are the people, animals or things that are the main part of a story. The storyline revolves around them. A description of each character is needed so that the reader can imagine what each character looks like. A character could be a man, a woman, a child, an animal or a thing. A character could be happy or sad, brave or cowardly, lazy or hardworking. He or she could be tall and slim, short and chubby. The writers can use their imagination to decide how each character in the story should be. Next is setting. Setting is the particular place and time that the story takes place in. The characters must belong to a place and behave like the people there too. Next is dialogue. Just like we talk to other people in our daily lives, the characters in a story too should have dialogues through which they communicate with one another. So these are the main things, few elements that every story must have. So this is the sample of an story. Read this story. Sample of a story. Read this story. So next one is composing a poem. What is a poem? A poem is a piece of writing that expresses an idea. It may or may not tell a story. It often includes rhyme and rhythm to add a musical quality. It usually includes words that create pictures in your mind. A poem consists of line. A group of lines forms a stanza. Difference between a story and a poem. A story describes a series of events through sentences and paragraphs. A poem, on the other hand, usually conveys an idea through lines and stanza. How to compose a poem? Think of a person, a place, an animal, or a thing, or an event about which you want to write a poem. List words that best describe that person, place, animal, thing, or event. Then start writing the lines of your poem using these words. Notice what word ends each line you write. After that, try to end the next line with a word that rhymes with the previous line's end word. Remember, not every line has to rhyme with each other. Sometimes even alternate lines rhymes with each other. In this manner, continue to compose your poem in stanzas. Give a suitable title to your poem that reflects what it is about. So, this is the description about how to compose a poem. This is the sample of a poem. Read this poem thoroughly. Next one is writing a leave application letter. We write a leave application letter to apply for one or more days of leave. Such a letter is addressed to your class teacher or the principal of your school. We will learn how to write an application for a sick leave or any leave. That is the sample of application for a leave. This is the format. This is the address A57 Indira Park, New Delhi. Leave one line after writing your address. 12th November, this is the date. Leave a line after writing the date. The principal school address. Leave a line after writing the school's address. Subject, application for sick leave. Leave a line after writing the subject. Next, dear ma'am, I am Pradeep Kumar, a student of 4th class, 4th section B. This is to inform you that I am running a high fever since yesterday and also have a bad cold and cough. The doctor has advised me to take complete bed rest for 3 days. I would request you to kindly grant me leave for 3 days. That is from 12th November 2019 till 14 November 2019. Leave a line after the body of the letter. Thanking you, yours sincerely. Next, name and last date. This is the another sample of leave application. You have to write down. You have to read thoroughly. Next one is writing a diary entry. Some people maintain a personal diary on a daily basis. They keep a record of events and happenings in their diaries. Tips for writing a diary entry. Write the day and date on which you make an entry in your diary. Write the salutation, dear diary, on any other salutation of your choosing. Use the pronoun I and write informally as though the diary is your friend. Express your joys and sorrows about what happened during the day. So this is the tips how to write a diary entry. This is the sample of a diary entry. Read this sample paper of diary entry thoroughly. So we had studied in this chapter about writing a story, composing a poem, writing a leave application letter, and writing a diary entry. So if you have any doubt, read this chapter once or twice thoroughly. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.